Hi, I'm Andrew Guide. I'm 28 years old and I am an urban planner. We work with private clients who want to get planning permission to build a building, essentially. Projects we tend to work on are the bigger projects, new commercial office towers, hospitals, shopping centres, residential units, mixed-use units, so a huge range of projects across New South Wales and Australia in general. Architects and planners work very closely together. Architects design the building and a planner will assess the impacts of that building. So you can't really build that way. Right. And you've got McMahon's Point, which is all those lovely houses down there, and then the schools. And we'll look at building's height, floor space ratio, how many car parking spaces, and really we feed all that information to the architect. You have to have communication skills. You're always dealing with different people, be they the developer, the community, local councillors, and so you need to have written communication skills. I never knew what planning was because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I quite enjoyed art, business studies. Luckily, a friend of my dad's was a planner. He took me to a Docklands development that he was doing near Manchester. Had an afternoon driving around in the rain, looking at this cranes going up and building work, and I just loved it. You need to get a university degree. You need to go to find a university that has an accredited course, and you can either do a straight town planning course, or you can do geography and convert later. The first year is a year in industries, where you'd work for a council or a department of planning. Then you go back to university and complete your 5th year when you get accredited, and before you know it, you're a fully fledged town planner. The internship's really good because it allows you to work for a company, see what they do. You get exposed to other fields within the planning and want to slightly change your course, and you can do that. I found it a great advantage doing that course. You can easily work internationally. America, Canada, United Kingdom all have very similar systems and all recognise each other's qualifications. So it's very easy to get a job. There's a huge demand for planners, especially in the regional areas. Every level of state government, local government needs planners. Every local authority needs planners, and there's vacancies almost everywhere. Every consultancy is continually looking for good quality planners. There's more jobs than there are people applying for jobs. Good planners can go anywhere in the world. Biggest work achievement? It has to be the Richard Johnson Square project, a new commercial tower in the city. The architects and the client had a great vision for what they wanted the project to be. It's green building, nearly carbon neutral. It's got public art, through-site links, upgrade of public domain, and it's really changing a pretty rundown 1970s, 1960s office block to something that will be really great. We have to ensure that the traffic impacts are acceptable, the economic impacts, geotechnical underground impacts, overshadowing, wind, you name it. But the architects do all their plans, the other technical consultants do their reports. We review council's controls and really put it down to one document to then lodge with council so they can assess what is going to be built, building more environmentally friendly buildings, better workplaces. If people are happy where they live, then they'll build a stronger economy. I love walking around a city knowing what's coming next and that I'm really proud of what's going to be built next. I love going across the Harbour Bridge in a taxi, looking at all the buildings and just sort of seeing what you've worked on. You look back over the year, what you've achieved in the year, and there literally are 6 or 7 buildings getting built, cranes on the skyline, which you're a part of, and a huge number of projects. If you're considering a career in planning, I think that by far the easiest thing to do is just consider what type of planning, whether you want to be a social planner working in deprived communities or you want to work in the commercial core and really work for sort of big international names. Think about who you want to work for, council, and then phone them up and ask if you can go and have a couple of days in the office and see what they do. Our planning's quite a small community and we love it when everyone sort of shows an interest. I think it's important that as a planner you don't stay in one company or one job forever, and I'd like to maybe work in different areas, work in Tasmania or regional areas. So hopefully over my career I'll do a bit of everything. I love my job. I actually am a bit boring and love talking about my job, and would encourage anyone to do it who doesn't even know what planning is. It's great.